Hello, it's Tracy. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over some signs for your spirit animals, and some different ways that they can try and let us know that they're working with us. So one of the biggest signs that we can get from our spirit animals is from our feathered friends. We will often get, and because I have the feathers out, my cat is here. And again, I just want to mention that, when you do find feathers, you want to make sure that you clean them before you handle them. So here, for a long time, I never got feathers, ever, ever, ever. And then one of the very first feathers that I found was this here. And this is a mourning dove feather, which is a type of pigeon. A dove is a type of pigeon. The mourning dove is a darker variety than the white dove that we normally see. Okay, and then I did find a pigeon feather, or a seagull, I'm sorry, a seagull feather. That is actually in one of my tools that I made. And that was really kind of cool because I was just kind of like walking through the parking lot and I was like, I really want to find a feather. And this was after I had left a workshop on spirit animals. And so I found a pigeon feather in the parking lot of Target. Another morning when I got out of my car at work, there just happened to be a feather laying on the ground, and I picked it up and I put it in a bag, and I kind of just left it in my desk drawer for a while. And after a few weeks, I was like, oh hey, I found a feather, I wonder what it was. And so I picked it up, and what it was a blue jay feather, which was really cool. So that's my blue jay feather. With the amount of crows that I have in my yard, because they're always there, you would think that I would find more feathers, but I have actually only found one crow feather. This one has been sitting in paper towel. So I did find a crow feather, so I was excited about that. So you also want to be aware. I do have some other feathers, that have been given to me. Sorry. There are certain feathers that are actually illegal to possess, and those would be eagle feathers, owl feathers. Those are actually protected. So I believe the only way that you can legally possess those would be if you are registered as a Native American, and that's it. Like there's really no leeway on that. So if you are lucky to have found those, be aware that you cannot sell them for any reason. Okay, and also if you happen to find any of those animals injured, please make sure that you Google who the local authorities are in your area so that they can come and rescue that animal and make sure that it gets the help and the treatment that it needs. A lot of times we'll work with turkey feathers for saging or whatever you might use a feather. Turkey feathers, pheasant feathers, those are all perfectly fine to have and sell in the state of Massachusetts. So you do want to make sure you know what your local authorities deem as an illegal animal part. Okay, I do actually have a feather wing, a pheasant feather wing that I use as a tool when I'm clearing or staging my home. Um, and so it's nice to just to bring in that little bit of air. And how much nicer is it if you take the feathers that you're given from Spirit and make your own little tool that you can use to bring air into any of your rituals. Some of the other signs that you may find are seeing things constantly, like, you're constantly seeing owls, or you're constantly seeing crows, deer, any of those animals that you're seeing over and over, or that you're having a really out of the ordinary experience with, you know. So anything that's going to bring your attention to that animal. I'm not sure if I told you about, I was driving and I was trying to answer one of the questions about my spirit animals. And so I thought, I really want to know what animal's working with me. And I was driving down a lovely, quiet, one-lane road, and I saw a field of sunflowers, which are my favorite flowers. Sunshine, oh, they're so pretty. And then I turned my head back to the road, and there was a bunny sitting there. So that was definitely an out of the ordinary, experience. How often for me is there a bunny sitting in the road? Not very often. Another sign would be, I know I mentioned this in the first video, if you're out shopping and you're constantly buying, owl t-shirts or elephant t-shirts, those would be a sign that that animal is working with you. Okay? And so it's all about being aware of what's going on around you, being aware of what is out of the ordinary for you. Okay? We can also ask animals to work with us. So I mentioned that I have a shadow animal that's a spider, and so in wanting to make myself as whole and complete as possible, in this incarnation, I have been working with the spider actively, even though I'm still a tad bit terrified. I did pick up this pretty black beaded spider, and then I have it hanging over where my crystals are and where the rest of my tools are. And so that's a good way to bring in the energy of that, is to, buy a little fox or buy a necklace that has a fox charm on it if you want to work with that energy actively, and bring its medicine into your life to help you, because that's what this is all about. One of the other animals that I work with is the bat. This is a rubber bat. This is not a real bat, but it does look a little real. And so Halloween is great because I can find all of my little bats and crow totems. Okay, this poor little guy is so old. He's rubber, but he's ripping. So I'll tell you why I work with those. The dove, I showed you my mourning dove photo. So the dove message is, express your love to as many people as possible in words and in deeds, even in small yet significant ways. The soul of someone who has recently passed is making a smooth, peaceful, and joyous transition. This is a powerful time of prophecy and clear vision, and now more than ever you're able to glimpse the future. You're experiencing a spiritual renewal that's the result of a period of intense self-examination and challenges. It is important to nurture yourself with loving care. So the reason why I work with the dove and with the mourning dove or the pigeon is that it's always important to remember to take care of yourself. Here at Energy Flows, we're always saying meditate, take care of you, make sure that you're taken care of or you can't take care of someone else. And I think that that's something that we all struggle with to a degree. We all want to help someone else. But we need to sometimes take a step back and say, okay, what do I need today? What do I need this week to do for me? So the bat, oh, well, actually, I'm here at the blue jay first. So I did show you my blue jay feather. So the blue jay says, pay close attention to nonverbal clues that you tell. Pay close attention to nonverbal clues that tell you when someone is trying to deceive you. Rather than just dabbling in the spiritual, metaphysical realm, choose a path to explore and go as far as you can with it. Whatever the situation that has triggered some fear, attack it boldly and courageously. Assess your main gifts and talents, develop a plan as to how you can best use them, and then take clear and purposeful action. Choose one or two of the projects you've started and finish them. Such a problem finishing projects. So, the last one that I'm going to read you today is the bat, which this one is actually a little bit difficult for me. Let go of those habits and attachments that no longer serve you, and welcome the changes that are long overdue. The ordeal that you're facing is a necessary part of your transformation and an initiation into a much more spiritually directed life. Mingle and socialize more with others, perhaps by joining ongoing classes or group activities that you think you'd enjoy. So the bat is something that came with me in 2007. It served its purpose, but it's still serving its purpose as I struggle to quit smoking. Let go of those habits that no longer serve you. So that is what our signs are. Again, anything out of the ordinary, anything that's repeated. If it's kind of, something out of the ordinary for me was how I figured out I was really seriously working with the raven and the crows, which is basically similar to the size of the bird. I left Target one day. I'm always at Target, and there was like 5 or 6 ravens on a street light in Target. So I get in Target, get in my car, driving down the road. Target's probably maybe 4 miles from my house. And at every light that I stopped at, and I would look out and I would see on top of the, poles or wires would be 5 or 6 ravens or crows. Every single light that I got to, and I would look, it would be ravens or crows. Until I got home. And when I got home, I got out of my car, and they were in my tree. So now, they may not have been the same ravens or crows. I'm sure that those ravens or crows did not follow me home from Target. However, just the fact that each time, so we're talking 6 times that I stopped and I looked out the window, there were crows there. That's probably just their normal pattern. But on that day, I was aware of it and I made note of it. So that is a sign. Seeing repeated things on Facebook about certain type of animal, like elephants or lions or tigers, anything exotic like that, you want to pay attention to it and you want to look up what the meaning is. And also, do not forget our dragon friends, our dragons, our mermaids, our unicorns. If you have an affinity to any of those, you certainly want to investigate what their symbolic message is and see what that says about you, or if that has a message for you. Just because it may not be a real-life animal, it's something that is really based in a lot of symbolism. So you definitely want to investigate that and see how that goes. Okay? In our next video, I will be uploading a meditation, and this meditation will take you on a short journey to meet one of your spirit animals or messenger animals that is working with you.